is 10:43, so by 10:45, and nobody's up here with anything to say, then we'll start the viewing. Pastor Townsend?
My name is Dave Townsend. His cousin. I like to call her Burnett. She said she didn't like that. Do you know I was talking to her, I don't know how long it's been, when she was with her daughter, Kathy. I got a call from my sister in Seattle, and she knew Burnett was special. See, I lost my eldest sister when she was only 22. Her and Burnett were like twins. And I told her she took her place. My love went to her. And when she got sick, my sister called me from Seattle. Call Burnett. I called her. We made it a point of talking every Tuesday. We talked about the Lord. And do you know, I did not know she knew that much. She set a fire under me that I can't put out. You see, God has sent me and my wife. We preached in the church for over 35 years. And now God says to go out. Go to the hospitals. You know, and he said, I would need a pulpit. He would send them to me. One of the podcasts I got was because of her. Because when we would talk, we never talked about ourselves. We talked about what God wanted us to do and what he expects. You see, I just get excited. I can't help it. And one of the podcasts that I did, it was titled after her, Who's in Your Circle? Because every time there was a call for prayer, all I had to do was call her. We joined together. We began to pray. People were healed and delivered. I was wanting, when she came back from Missouri, and she said, Dave, I'm cancer free. That's because she wanted that. It came back. But God had her. And I remember telling her, what can you believe God for? And it seems like, just like my mother, she was tired and ready to go. That cancer didn't take her. She laid down her life. The day before, my wife and I went out to see her and talked to her. And my wife told her, because you don't have to die. You don't have to let this devil. When you're ready to go, Jesus said he laid down his life. He is our example. She knew it. And all you had to do was talk about Jesus, and you would see what type of woman she really was. She was on fire. She was committed. And she set a fire in me that I will hold forever. And I just want to thank you for your time. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. They're passing out obituaries now, so, and then after that, we'll start the final viewing. This is my son, Sancho.
Hello, everybody. Thank you all for coming. My name is Sancho. Grandma Mary was obviously my grandmother. I'm her grandson. I'd just like to take the courage to come up and say something because Grandma Mary had courage. She had the courage to be everybody's family. She had the courage to be everybody's savior. She had the courage to be there when people couldn't even be there for themselves. All my life that I've known her, she's always been there for everyone at a drop of a dime. She had a heart of gold, and she taught me patience. And she had a lot of patience, especially for her family. I'm glad that y'all showed up. And if you can find some time to think about a moment that you shared with Grandma Mary, please come on up and share it, because this is your time.
Thank you. This is my niece, I was gonna say my great niece, but maybe. And this is my mother's, and they all might get jealous, but this is my mother's favorite grandchild that she spoiled to death. So.
It's not true. But hi, my name is Dominique. I just want to share a story from when Graham came to visit my family more than a few years ago, because it's just a good memory that we have of her. It's a joke that we have between my family, because she's kind of a jokester. She's really funny. So it was one day, Graham and I went to Kohl's. She had some Kohl's cash she wanted to spend. If you know Graham, you know she loves shopping. So we were shopping in Kohl's, and she had this huge pile of clothes that we were going to purchase. And at that time, she got tired during that time, so she was in one of those electric scooters. And we got to pay, and we could not find her purse. So I'm looking underneath all the clothes and everything. My son's with me. We're going back to the dressing room. We're searching all over. Went out to the car because maybe we didn't bring it in. And we spent like 45 minutes in Kohl's trying to find her purse. And so after I went out to the car again, and I was like, Graham, are you sure you don't have the purse anywhere? Like, I can't find it. And all of a sudden, she like pulls it out from behind her back and like puts it on top of everything. And I was like, Graham, and she goes, Dom. Like I was wrong, like I had missed it this whole time. And so my son like just fell out at that point, because I was like, I know you didn't just Dom me, like I did this. I looked around for 45 minutes and didn't have it, and all of a sudden you pull it out from over here and it's Dom. You done missed it. And so now anytime something happens or I miss it or I just have a ditzy moment, my kids, everyone just sits there and is like, Dom. So that's a joke that we have from Graham that we share amongst my family. I loved her so much. She holds a special place in my heart. For me, she was a second mom. We had many jokes, and although this was probably the hardest few weeks of my life being here and, just trying to support her during this time, I will always hold on to those type of memories with her and the jokes that we shared, the music that we shared. She was a little bougie, a little ratchet, a little holy. I love all that about her, and try to be the same. And I just hope that everyone can just hold on to those great memories that we have of her and how she's touched all of our lives, because she was such a blessing to me, and I'm sure everyone in this room. Thanks.
Thank you. On that note, I'm going to tell a quick story, because Dom just reminded me of a situation that I experienced, almost pretty much the same thing, and then we'll start the final viewing. It was a situation almost very similar, but we were looking for my mom's glasses, and we had to go to church. And we're looking all over. She said, Tony, I just know I had them. I laid them somewhere. And we're looking, I mean, everywhere. We're turning over pillows and everything. I'm looking under her bed, all this stuff. And we're going, we go out to her car. We go out to my car. And we're looking and looking and looking. And she says, let me go look in the bathroom. So she goes, looks in the bathroom, and I hear her, it wasn't a scream, but it was like, oh my God. And I run in there because I think something happened. She says, look. And I'm looking. I said, what? She says, look in the mirror. So I look in the mirror. I said, I see you. She said, look on top of my head. Here they are right here. And it's your fault because you should have seen them and having me walking around the house like a crazy person looking for my glasses. I said, but Mom, she said, no buts. She said, you should have seen them. I said, you're absolutely right, Mom. Mm-hmm. With that, we'll leave it in the hand of them, and we'll start the final viewing hour.
At this time, is there any grandchildren or any great-grandchildren that would like to come up for final viewing at this time? Any grandchildren or great-grandchildren?